Kia ora, Rotorua. Ahead in tonight's bulletin, local police up the ante in the search for a missing woman. Rotorua District Council has introduced texting as another communication channel for the local community. And the Rotorua Energy Charitable Trust and More FM are announced as major sponsors of next year's Bike Festival. It's 2 weeks today since 51-year-old Michelle Hoffman-Tan disappeared, and police are continuing their work with determination to bring answers to family and friends. Michelle left her Phillip Street home on her red bike and was believed to be going to visit friends a few blocks away, but she never arrived. Although there have been possible sightings in the Glenholme and Ngataha areas on and around the 7th when she went missing, police are yet to confirm these sightings. Detective Senior Sergeant Zane Smith says it's still a missing persons inquiry, and police haven't given up the hope that there is a plausible explanation for Michelle's disappearance, but as each day passes with no news, it increases concern for her safety. He says police cannot rule out that something more untoward has happened to her. He says police have conducted a number of searches, numerous inquiries, and have had officers going door to door. Michelle's family and friends have also been supporting the police by spreading the word and circulating flyers around Rotorua. Michelle is described as a female European, approximately 5 foot tall, of medium build. She currently has short dark hair. Her red mountain-style bike is also remaining outstanding. Detective Senior Sergeant Smith says police appeal to anyone with the slightest piece of information to contact him, or alternatively information can be provided anonymously via Crime Stoppers, and remember that's 0800 555 111. And Orewa police are seeking the whereabouts of 2 female French tourists who are presently travelling in New Zealand. Rose Luce and her twin sister Evelyn Luce arrived in Auckland on Thursday the 8th of November. Police wish to make contact with the 2 women so that their lost property can be collected before they return home. Police believe the twins may be staying at hostels, backpackers or motels while in New Zealand, and locals are asked if they have knowledge of the sisters' whereabouts to call Orewa or Rotorua Police. Rotorua District Council has introduced texting as another communication channel for the local community to use when contacting the council. The new service enables residents and visitors to text the council on 4343, then enter RDC, followed by their message, if they notice any issues, damage or other problems around the district that need the council's attention. RDC Acting Customer Centre Manager Valletta Duncan says texts go through to the council's customer centre and are immediately directed to the appropriate council section for action. Ms Duncan says we have so many beautiful parks, streetscapes, reserves and other facilities in Rotorua, and the RDC want to make it as easy as possible for the public to let them know if there is a problem that needs their early attention. She says people can already get in touch with the council via post, email, fax, telephone and via the website, and that of course is rdc.govt.nz, or by calling in to visit them at the RDC Civic Centre. So texting is an inevitable next step in providing an alternative means of communication for residents. It's quick and very cost effective. And District Councillor Janet Wepper says the texting facility has been a long time coming. She says she supports the new initiative as people these days, or some people at least, do not have a landline.
But that's finally, after many months, going to happen. And mine always was a concern that we just went up with the play in terms of not everyone has landlines these days, or not everyone even has access to the internet, and though we know a lot of people do. But most people have some kind of phone they can text with. So if there's dog problems, problems in park, any things like that, water, you know, anything you want to report to council, we know you're going to have a texting service. And
we have more from Councillor Janet Wepper in tonight's City News. A new initiative called Step Up for Life has been created by local woman Zana Chase and aims to offer help to people contemplating suicide. Ms Chase says suicide rates in Rotorua and the Bay of Plenty are shocking, and along with her own experiences with suicide, prompted her to establish the support network. She says her philosophy is whānau-based.
I designed a program called Step Up for Life Whānau, and it's about taking ownership of our own and looking after our own, because I looked for help in all those years and there's no help. I felt the system kind of failed me, and agencies, there was nothing really around. So yeah, my last attempt, I thought I can't keep doing this and I want to live. So yeah, I designed Step Up for Life, which stands for Support, Talk, Encourage, Praise, Unite and Protect. And it's kind of a guideline for whānau to follow and yeah, help their loved ones.
In sport tonight, the first Rotorua Bike Festival is all charged up and ready to go after the Rotorua Energy Charitable Trust and More FM announced major support for the event. Chairman Graham Hall says the Rotorua Trust sees the Bike Festival as a good fit with the Trust's desire to support quality events in the community, particularly where local athletes can compete with top international and national competitors on the world stage. Mr Hall also points out that Rotorua has some of the best mountain biking trails in the Southern Hemisphere and a reputation and proven history of organising and staging cycling events on an international scale. Events and Venues Manager Martin Croft says locals backing locals really is the Rotorua way, especially with an event like the Bike Festival that has the potential to grow and grow over the next few years. He says the festival organising team hopes that financial support won't be the only way the Trust will be involved in the festival. Mr Croft says he's offered Graham Hall entry into the Gravity Enduro or Cat-Eye Moon Ride. However, he hasn't heard back from him at this stage. Graham Hall won't reveal his plans just yet. He says with a laugh that he's already in training for the Bike Festival. We will definitely have the cameras out to that one. OK, your weather update now. Rotorua brought to you by Bidvest Food Service. Tonight, good news, fine weather, light winds, an overnight low of 8. Tomorrow for Thursday, fine with light winds, a high of 20 and a low of 9. And forward to Friday, again, fine weather, light winds, a high of 19 and a low of 7. And the marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, variables to 5 knots becoming northerly 15 knots during the afternoon, then easing to variable 5 knots at night. Waves less than half a metre, and it's going to be good out on the lake because the forecast's for fine weather. And don't forget, for program listings and other info or to upload videos, you can check out our website, that's tvrotorua.co.nz. And still to come in tonight's City News, Alan Solomon talks with District Councillor Janet Wepper. I'm at Westbrook School for a bit of slip, slop, slap and rap action, and we check out Air New Zealand's new generation in domestic aircraft.